Trapping bat is not going to scare your witch, but you can add a whole bunch of clones to make a squadron of bats. You're going to be adding 2 different algorithms to the bat. They work together to create an endless supply of bats that advance towards the witch from the random points on the edge of the stage. So make sure you're on the bat sprite. And of course, we're going to go to our events. When the green flag is clicked, we are going to set the rotation style of your bat to left to right. So we're going to go to motion and find set rotation style left to right. We're going to hide your bat, as we like to do with clones. So this block hides the original, so you only see the clones. And we want this to happen throughout the whole game, so we will go to control and find our forever block. And then we don't want it to happen all at the same time, so we're going to go to wait. And so it's random, we will go to operators and we will pick random. So it is going to wait a random amount of seconds, and I'm going to say from 5 to 10 seconds. And then we will go back to control where the clones are, and we're going to say can create a control of myself. This time myself is okay because we're creating the control of the back. So these blocks create a bat every 5 to 10 seconds. The next algorithm is going to control how your bats move. So when I start to clone, we want the bats to go right in the center of the stage. So we will have them go to X of 0 and Y 0. So remember, those coordinates are right in the center of our XY coordinates. Then we want them to point in a certain direction, and we want it to be random. So we will find point in direction, and we will go to our operators, and we're going to pick random because we want it to point into a random direction along the x-axis. So we'll do minus 180 to positive 180. These will send the bat to the end of the stage. So then we're going to have him move 300 steps. And then we want them to appear. So this sets it up, and this tells the bats where to go when they start to clone. And then since they're hidden, we need to show the clone. And we want them to point towards the witch, since that's when they're acting at. So we'll go to motion, and we want point towards the witch. Now that we have them on the edge of the stage and pointing towards the witch, we need to get them to touch the witch and get some points or lose some points. So we're going to go to control, and we want to repeat until. We want this to keep happening until the clone touches the witch. So we'll go to sensing and find touching, and then we change the variable to witch. What do we want it to do until it touches the witch? We want it to move. And we want it to move according to whatever speed we set in the game. So we have to go back to our variable and find game speed. So I'm having it move however fast the game is going, that many steps. So our game speed is controlling the speed of the game and how fast everything's moving. If, so now we have to tell, okay, well, what happens now? So we need an if then. So we're saying repeat until it keeps touching the witch. We want it to move at the game speeds. But if it touches a fireball, what's going to happen? Well, the fireballs are what's supposed to make the bats go away. So if it's touching a fireball. So we'll go to sensing. Remember, touching is under sensing. Change mouse pointer to fireball. We want it to play a sound. I'm going to have it just play the pop sound. You can pick a different sound. So I'm just going to find in my sounds, I'm going to search for a sound. Sorry about that. Doesn't let me search for the sound and show everything. So there's the pop sound. So now I can, and you can make it a different sound if you want. That's up to you. So I'm going to play the pop sound until it's done. And since it's touching the fireball, I'm going to change the score because you score a point. So I'm changing the score, not the direction. So I change my variable to score by 1. So this basically is if it gets shot with a fireball, you change the score by 1, and then guess what happens? The clone is dead, so we have to go to Control and delete the clone.